So let's spend a few minutes talking about employees and hiring and short-term versus long-term goals and benefits and problems. First of all, it doesn't matter what you pay an employee. If it doesn't meet their needs, eventually you're going to have problems. The cost of getting someone and training them up to speed to where they can actually help you and make money for the school, and then to watch them go open their own school or go to another job or career, that's very expensive. Before you hire somebody, you have to think about where you're headed and what their needs are. It doesn't matter if you pay them $5 an hour or $500. If it isn't going to put them in a place they want to be at, you're going to struggle. They're going to go somewhere else. Before you ever hire somebody, it's a good idea to find out what their break-even, good, and great is, income that is, so that you can plan that in, so that you can see if it matches with the kind of income you can generate at the school. When you start getting into an employee-based company where you have to manage others, doing marketing on a daily basis, watching the numbers, doing all the things that I talked to you about become more important than ever before. Because now you don't just have to meet your own needs, you have to meet the needs of people who might have children or want to have children or want to buy a house or want to improve their lot in life just like you do. It's destructive short-term thinking to hire somebody impulsively without really investigating where they want to be, because the problem with hiring isn't getting somebody who's willing to work for you or with you, because we do stuff that's exciting and it's kind of interesting, it's kind of a dream job. The hard part is getting them up to speed and keeping them long-term to where they can actually offer a return on all the time and energy you put into getting them up to speed. You want a contributor, not just an employee. Without knowing where your employees have to be, you might run your business in a way that doesn't produce the income you need to take care of them too. You thought about yourself, you were so happy to get paid, but that person's just like you. And they want to buy a house, they want to have a nice car, they want to go on holidays. And if you don't figure that in, you end up having somebody who works for you for a year or two, and then they're off to do something else, and you've got to start from scratch again. Now, if you have a business model that's based on single owner, like that's my company. I work alone. I don't have any staff, no paid employees. I do that on purpose because my financial needs are met by the projections of having a single owner business. And if you run a model that's based on you teaching all the classes, then you don't have to deal with these issues. But if you're looking at multi-school expansion, if you're hoping to be able to take a month off every year, if you want to have classes that you don't want to have to teach, you're going to have to deal with these issues. Again, it's not hard to get people to help you. It's hard to get them to help you long term. Even harder to teach them how to generate income for the school. And that happened to me. I had employees who were doing the job that I originally signed them on for. Unbeknownst to me, at the time, they were going to want to increase their income. Well, they were looking at me because I was the only one in the school that could really bring in the money. Like I could sell and I could bring and sell new memberships and resell members and organize the retail sales and plan and organize the special events. I mean, I was a money maker. And after I had a certain amount of staff, I went, wow, I can't be the only money maker here. If these people are looking to me to make all the money, I can't do some of the other things that I have to do. What if I spread it out among everybody? Because everybody doing this much is more than me doing this much. So I had to train my staff, who are often resistant. Oh, my job is teaching. That's what I am as a teacher. They figured it out in their head. Now, every janitor, every front desk person, every staff in a small business like the kind of businesses that we have has to be able to bring in members, retain members, sell gear, promote and populate special events. Because if you do that, you're far more likely to generate the kind of income you need to take care of yourself, both in the short term and long term, and take care of those people who work for you. If you need help with how to pay people and whether you're going to pay them too much or too little or what their needs are, reach out to me. There's no set formula. We're not in a business where we can say, well, we start everybody at $10 an hour. It doesn't work like that. We're small businesses, we're guerrilla fighters. We're not these long established entrenched companies that have a hierarchy. You need people who can come in and generate income. And in that way, it makes it far easier to pay them what they need. If you don't help others get what they want, you can't really get them to help you get what you want. It's a symbiotic relationship. And, people think, oh, you work for me. The owner works for the employees. You have to make sure you're generating the income that gets their needs met. You have to learn how to do this work. Call me, 530-903-0286. We'll talk through the particulars of your situation, what you need people to do, what you expect them to produce, and what their stories are. Every person's different. And know that you have a resource here in me to bounce around ideas that can help you avoid a lot of headache and pain down the road.